Good afternoon, all our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's really my best pleasure to come to Japan and launch our hero product, the NX90, and also our Cyber series. I think to talk about our brand vision, let me start with our company vision first. We aim to be the world's most admired leading enterprise in the new digital era. Of course, we are still far from there, but we all have very strong determination to achieve this vision. As you know, ASUS has accumulated a lot of technology, starting from the motherboard, and then to the notebook, to the network, and to the new digital era. We would like to take this great opportunity when the whole worldwide industry is evolving from the personal computing era to the new digital era, so-called the personal cloud computing era. We think we have great opportunity to drive more innovations and help ASUS to become the world's most admired leading enterprise in the new digital era. Before I elaborate more about our brand vision, let me try to share with you some of the recognition from the third party that's quite related with our brand vision and brand promise. This is actually from Rescue.com. I think this company is very famous in the US, got the whole world nationwide retail chain. And from their survey about the most reliable PC, actually you can see from this survey, we actually outperform the second best. Actually, it's the Apple, with a big difference, almost around 3 times reliability. Actually, not just Rescue.com. I think another third party called SquareTrade, who even tried to trace all the major brands by trading more than 30,000 notebooks for more than 3 years, and then try to identify your return rate. And you can see from this data that actually we are also ranked the most reliable brand. And the biggest personal computer company, the Edge company, actually we have a very big difference, almost 40% difference in the reliability. So we just talk about the quality, the persistent perfection. Another recognition is about our innovation. In 2009, one single year, we have won more than 3,000 awards. And here we are not talking about normal type of award. We are really counting only those trade magazines. They really chosen ASUS as the Best Buy or Editor's Choice or like the National Design Award. We only count those kind of awards. So including like the German IF design, Red Dot design, like the USA ideas, and also like the Japan. Actually, we just won the Japan Good Design G Mark through all of these 12 products that we are very proud of, including today's hero product, the NX90, and also the Bamboo product. We also feel very proud that we can be recognized in Japan to get this Eco Mark. I think this is the world's most credible environmental certification due to very strict criteria. And we are very lucky that we are the first international brand to win this Eco Mark. So I would like to spend a little bit time here to explain our brand vision. I think just like the Zen cup, right? The Zen cup, everything go back to very simple. So my philosophy about the branding, I think, is also should be very simple. The original English word about the branding means you imprint on the little cow. When the little cow was born, you imprint the mark on the little cow. So from this, everything go back to very simple basics. My strong belief is branding is actually our brand promise. It's actually the brand promise that from ASUS DNA, we strongly believe ASUS DNA is the inspiring innovation. It's the persistent perfection. And we would like to carry this brand promise to the end customer's heart. So we sort of believe it's a very simple kind of vision, from heart to heart, from ASUS DNA to the end customer's heart. And we will continuously, consistently try to deliver this kind of brand promise. So we believe the product itself is the most important thing. Account for 70% of the branding. And another 30% also through the very consistent and continuous kind of market communication to carry our brand promise. That's our brand vision. Very simple. Well, so here I would like to introduce our hero product, NX90. We have a very beautiful model. This is really the masterpiece I'm very proud to present to all of you. Well, in the following slides, I would like to spend a little bit of time to talk about our design philosophy. I think it's a little bit special, so that's why I would like to share with you. We sort of believe, this kind of new aesthetic kind of paradigm, focus on more user experience, more five senses. Actually, I personally respect the Japanese culture very much, including the quality kind of culture. But not just that, I think also including, the aesthetics, the craftsmanship that I really enjoy very much about the Japanese very high achievement. In recent years, it's also becoming a worldwide mega trend, both from the management world and also from the design world. Like the Harvard Business Review, or like Ideas, that kind of top magazine about the design. Both of them talk about the so-called design thinking, a kind of innovation methodology, encouraging people to leverage both the designer's right brain and also the engineers or the business guys' left brain, and try to drive the group-wise innovation. And this kind of design thinking is very helpful for a company like ASUS, who has been very, very engineer-oriented, very technical-oriented. So we've been driving this throughout the whole company. And we think that helps us to drive more innovation. Actually, the EPC is one good example that we drive from this kind of human-centered design thinking, more from the life experience, more from the 5 senses. So even talking about the personal computing, personal cloud computing, we still see a lot of innovation opportunity there. If you can focus on the human-centered or even heart-centered, then you can drive far more innovation. And eventually you can achieve the best combination of the technology, of the goodness, and also the aesthetics. So we do believe this is a very important mega trend. And our company has been driving this in the past few years. So among the user experience, among the 5 senses, of course, we have to be a little bit practical. So far, we focus more on the audio, on the tactile, touching, and also on the visual, on this kind of beauty, aesthetics, user experience, how to, by all means, bring the best user experience to our end customers. Combining all the efforts from the whole company, not just the engineering, not just the sales guy, but the whole company, all together to drive this kind of design thinking. So based on this kind of design thinking, we think we perfectly demonstrate that the new design philosophy, the new paradigm for the aesthetics, actually is the best demonstration of the inspiring innovation plus the persistent perfection. The beauty actually needs both. So this is the first hero product that I would like to present to you, our bamboo collection. I think you understand that bamboo actually is the most recyclable plant on this globe. Average 3 to 5 years, you can recycle the plants. And you may not understand that I think that God is actually very outstanding, okay? Actually, you know, the real tensile strength of the bamboo actually is very strong, comparable to like the steel or that kind of alloy. So our design team, they have been inspired by this kind of natural inspiration from our material scientists, from the cooperation with our WE engineers, from the industrial designer. All together, we hope we can drive this bamboo collection, which can cover both the green technology, the environmental friendly consideration, but also drive further innovation. And of course, you can understand that the first bamboo we introduced, that's more a handcraft. It's not the real mass-producible one. So our engineers have spent days and nights without sleep and try to make it a real mass-producible technology. And you can understand that how difficult is beyond the engineer's imagination, like the thermal expansion. When you actually try to injection, the plastics and also, the bamboo material, you can see the difference between the thermal expansion of those two different kind of material are very difficult to overcome. And we are so concerned about the persistent perfection, the quality. So we even have to spend far more time to ensure the perfection, the reliability, the stress test, how to eliminate the pesticide. All of those, I think, have been very, very important and took us so many time to finally drive this technology and make it really mass producible, make it the real green technology, and also make it very stylish. So if you can, I hope you can personally feel, this bamboo. You can feel that, it's so natural, so smooth, tactile feeling, a little bit warm, not like the metal. Sometimes, the metal is beautiful, but sometimes it will draw heat from your finger. You will have a kind of uncomfortable kind of feeling. But this is so natural, so smooth. And it goes elegantly also with the aluminum kind of hairline. So I think after the session, I hope you can really personally feel that. So this kind of green technology driving together with the styling, we call it green from inside out. Green from inside out. ASUS has been very, very strong in driving the computer technology. Starting from the model time, we can always drive the best performance, like overclocking. But at the same time, you also need to save the power, save the energy. So we have so-called super hybrid engine kind of technique to drive both the performance and also save the energy. So it's a little bit like the hybrid car, when both, the petroleum and also electricity drive the performance. You can have the best performance, but at the same time, when you really hit the brakes, the energy go back, to the electricity. Something like that, this super hybrid engine, we try to cover both the performance and also the energy saving. And other than the echo mark, frankly speaking, we have been very aggressive. For example, we actually already won more than 27 the US EP, this kind of gold medal from our Nobel products. And we also are the first one to win, the first Nobel vendor to really win the Europe EU flower certification. We are also the first one to really get the EPD, so-called the third category, kind of product environmental certification. And the most difficult one, like EcoMark, the PAS 2050 for the carbon footprint. We are also the first one to really pass this PAS 2050 carbon footprint. It will assess your full life cycle of the carbon footprint. We're also the first one to get that. So this is about our first hero product. Then let's go to today's real hero product. This product, I think, is a kind of best demonstration of the best teamwork, where you really want to drive a masterpiece. So we call this a duet of style and sonority. And I think you can see from this slide that actually we also leverage the best professional audio system provider, B&O, Bang & Olufsen, the world's top class. And this designer, Mr. David Lewis, who has been the chief designer for Bang & Olufsen, I think for more than 30 years. Actually, I personally respect him very much. He is actually very humble. But when we first met with each other and talk about our shared vision to drive the best masterpiece, the uncompromised design, we all want to make the big differences in personal computing. So because of that, that demonstrates the best engineering work. Actually, it's not just Mr. David Lewis himself, but also we have very strong industrial design team to join. We have our best EE engineers, we have our best thermal engineers, we have our best material science engineers, we have our mechanical, and we have to overcome, because of this kind of uncompromised design, like, to ensure this kind of beauty and styling with this kind of polished, anodized aluminum. Actually, it's very strict. Mr. David Lewis is very, very strict. No compromise. So it took the whole engineering work to drive this. And of course, not just the beauty, not just the visual. And there is a new terminology called the audio aesthetics. It means when the visual-wise, when it's more beautiful, actually it can also impact your audio. And when the audio is better, it also will impact your feeling about the visual. So we call this the audio aesthetics. And in the audio portion, including the B&O ice power technology, frankly speaking, we also have spent a lot of effort. We have the so-called the golden ear team, maybe also one of the best among the world, to also help drive this audio technology. We believe, there are many memorable kind of, moments that, like, when the baby was born, right? The mother never forget the sound of the baby cry. I think you already put a lot of your music, a lot of your video in your personal notebook. Why make this notebook, the audio performance, so lousy? When the volume is small, you still hear the tinny, that kind of metal sound. When you drive the volume to the maximum, it's fully distorted. So why not drive it to have the best performance? So you can see this, the first one to have the external speaker with the volume 10 times of the normal volume of the other notebook. And that's very important. We have a lot of tuning inside out, the DSP, the amplifier, and also this speaker design, how to ensure to have the best performance, especially for the low frequency, to provide the most solid low frequency kind of sound is very difficult. And we also have a lot of sound projection technology to drive, to make it, even at home. I think in Japan sometimes, you don't have too much room, but it can be your personal cinema. And how to make it feel like, that kind of rooming kind of effect. All of these are all integrated into our great effort. The Golden Ear team plus the B&O Ice Power, we call it Sonic Master technology. We also use that also in our N3, our other products. So this is really the product we are also very, very proud of. The first one with the dual touchpad. Normally, a lot of people still would like to use the mouse because it's more natural to use in the right hand side or the left hand side. For the notebook, actually, it's a sacrifice. When you put the mouse here, it's not very natural. Okay, keyboard and then mouse. So this is the first one with the dual touchpad. So I think it's a combination of the best teamwork to have this kind of masterpiece. We are very proud of this kind of product, this kind of masterpiece, and we are very pleased that today we can introduce this in Japan, becoming the flagship of our Stylebook series. So I think I may have used a lot of your time, your valuable time. I would like just conclude my presentation here. Also, I believe for this kind of product, we hope, even when you close it, it can be just like an art piece at your home. An art piece. So let me try to conclude my presentation here with, again, our brand promise, from heart to heart. We will continuously, we will consistently, through our best product design, through our best market communication, try to deliver the best brand promise, inspiring innovation, and persistent perfection to our end customers until every one of them are really happy. This is our eventual goal. So I think I still didn't spend enough time to elaborate more about our product detail and also some technical detail, but I think I will relay to our product manager, Ray, who will give you more details about those portions. So I will conclude my presentation here. Thank you very much. Thank you for your valuable time. Thank you.